Alright guys, today we're working on a YZ250X. Not really sure of the year, but
I think it's a 2019.
yeah, we're going to be doing the front fork shields are leaking on it.
Is there any oil even left in those?
Oh yeah. Oh.
I was just wondering, I feel like I cleaned a lot of it up off the floor.
You can do this part without that special wrench too. It's nice to have, it works on the top and all that. But
It's the first time I ever noticed it had the little key hook thing.
yeah, like you can just stick a wrench or whatever you got under that if you have to.
Just nice.
It's not ideal, yeah, it's nice not to mark people's stuff up. But you can definitely do it without marking it up as long as you take your time. That's all your inner forks right there, basically spring, dampers, everything. And this is essentially just two tubes we got left here. Dust seal out. If you look in there, there'll be a clip. Same as most sets of forks.
Pretty hard to see.
Hard to see when you're in the way, for sure. These are dirty.
What is it?
These are dirty.
Yeah.
You all agree. Okay. Right.
She yanked it right off.
Yeah, you can. One nice swift one is the way to go. We got a full kit with these forks, so we're gonna replace all these bushings and that. I just like to lay them out the way they come off. Just don't forget. So if you do forget.
Yep.
moisture, a little bit of rust.
What is it?
A little bit of rust in there.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
moisture.
Is that just from like where the seals were bad, either rain or mud and stuff getting in? They're just getting the exterior dirt and stuff off of it.
Yeah.
I suppose you don't want that getting drugged back in under the new seals and everything.
Yeah, it just looks shitty, and you don't know if you fix the leak when it's all full of work oil in it. Since the fork kit we got there comes with probably even a little more than what you need, but
From our experience too, the pivot works always seem to be a little bit better than the all balls fork
the all
seals.
balls sometimes you can't even get them into the hole with the.
I definitely remember one of the things when I'm ordering is the fork seals is always go with, well, always avoid going with all balls.
That's how many pieces the kit has, opposed to
Just the,
4 seals.
yeah.
You can see this bushing here.
Is it supposed to be open like that?
Yep, let's get it down, but see inside there?
Yep. Oh yeah, there's crazy color differences.
And it's all bare. You know, this is kind of the bare side.
It's pretty scuffed on the outside.
Yep.
So what, yeah, if you just get the seal, it just comes with these, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty much the dust seals. And is there anything else? Not really, I don't think so.
That's it. 2 4, well,
Yeah.
5 for each side.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're definitely better off getting the full kit. We have a lot of customers that come and it's not even really their fault. It's more the parts departments. Nobody really explains stuff.
If they want to do the fork seals, they hand them 4 seals and 2 bottles of fluid. And
Yeah, sometimes they don't even send them with the fluid. They show up and they're like, oh, I don't have fluid.
you know, like this is gonna. And don't get me wrong, lots of times you do them without this, and you know, no problems. But new O-ring, new copper, new one of these, you know.
Way less chance of failure.
This would never wear out, but it's nice to have it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's probably some of these rubbers that go in this top part that we're not going to take apart because it just involves more special tools.
Okay.
See how this is all like gray and stuff too, like there's no combustion in this like an engine, you know, that's all, that's where it's bushings.
Would it be like metal flakes?
Like bushings and
Tell them what the tape is for.
it just covers up these 2 sharp ridges while you're putting your seals on. If you got a seal protector, go ahead and use that, but honestly I find the tapes better myself. Even though I wiped that with the rag just a second ago, wiping it with the seal. I always like to rub my seals back and forth a couple times and just get that shit off there.
Do the seals come oiled or something?
Oh, there's grease on them sometimes.
Okay.
The dust seal I don't, but on this one I always put a little grease on the lid. Same thing, you don't want to put too much on there to look like you got a leak.
Right. Just a little skim of it, is it?
Yeah. I'm just gonna stick with the factory clip there. It, don't like it. It's just way fatter and doesn't cut the spot to pop it with your screwdriver, so.
And it wasn't, there was no damage or anything.
No damage.
It was in good condition, so.
It's gonna fit better than that, so. Change the copper. Let's get it back on. So you don't want to just rip them and break them or anything.
Oh, you just reuse that rubber?
Yeah, well, it doesn't seem like just running the kit that's that size, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're right here.
Yep. That makes sense. Since it cost me, I decided to leave that one out.
Yeah. Somebody just forgot to put it in their file over there.
I'll talk to them later.
We'll write them up later. That is then the new copper and rubber.
You got it. Seems to fit one right in.
I feel like it clipped pretty good.
Yeah. Well, if these leak, that they went in way too easy.
Pardon?
I said if these leak, well, now they went in way too easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, even that one here. So she fits. She fits. Alright, now we just gotta fill it up with fluid. Just gotta loosen up this top. in. And I'll just give that a snug with course once back on the bike.
How much oil did you put in?
330 since we only did the regular chamber. But you can see the fluid and stuff is still fairly clean. It just the fork seal's full of shit and really leaking. So. You can see you can get a little bit of height out of this if you want. I'm just putting it back where you had it, which was on that factory line there on the bottom. But if you wanted to get that 1/4 of an inch height or 1/4 inch lower. Do them by hand then. It's also never a bad idea to loosen them while they're on the bike too, but I usually forget. You can see this over in here, like see the shit feeling off of it.
Yeah.
Probably still work, but
Almost looks like there's like dirt or something.
that's why they come in the kit, right? They wear out after a while. Probably had a few sets of fork seals and these weren't down kind of thing. That one's only seems like fuck if I know. Maybe a tree, I guess. Seemed almost like with like fibers or mesh.
Weird.
You keep cleaning it, just, you know, see if there's any marks or any major pits, any reasons it would leak on the tube. If you got a big pit in your tube, you can change your seals all day. If it's passing a hole, it's gonna leak, right? Nothing major on these. There is this one mark here, but I can't see it leaking. Can you see that on the camera?
That one?
Yeah. It's nice and smooth, so.
Shouldn't be hooking anything.
Wiping it back and forth just gets rid of the excess grease, and if there's too much on there, it'll look like you got a leak, even if you don't. That's a little bit ring loose.
Is it?
What
were you saying about that ring?
That ring is, you know, that's these are clips.
Oh.
They're inside. That was in that groove to stop the plastic fork guard from hitting this. Rub it on it where it's good.
Oh, okay.
This is in fine shape, but sometimes they're wore down to the point where it's just in the one spot where the plastic runs.
Gotcha.
These actually clip into these weights here, and you get a slide hammer, but when you're strong enough to push them in, you may as well push them in. Yeah, that's how all the house ones I find sometimes you can pound and pound and pound and pound with that hammer, and they just
never sit right.
looks like you don't know what you're doing. And as you see with these pivot works, I found that was pretty easy. I don't know if they always go in that easy or not, but these other ones I usually do with my hands, but they still seem pretty easy on this.
And you're using the factory clip on that again?
On the inside, yeah.
On the inside,
exactly
yes, sir.
Here that I just replaced.
Where does the little rod go?
The little rod goes in before this.
Okay.
Generally, I have to take it back apart and put the little rod in.
Because he forgets.
Lungs isn't good on the bench, I guess. It's a good excuse when you're working on that bench. I always use O-rings again if they're in good shape, but
Does that one look a little warped?
yeah, it's all worn and starting to peel on the edge. It looks like that, you replace them.
All right, guys, well, there we have the two forks back on. So it's just kind of getting the guards back on the brakes and the tire and that. But yeah, that is how you do your fork seals for, well, this one happens to be a 2019 Yamaha YZ250X. All right, thanks again, guys. We always appreciate comments, like the video, don't forget to subscribe. And again, just thanks for stopping by MacCustoms. We'll see you in the next video.